Jang Jag. Just a nice guy, just an average guy. Now I caught this news feed. It came to me on Instagram, and at first I thought it was a joke, or it's this has to be a troll story, because nowadays you don't know what story is true and what story is false, because just so much news stories are going on out there. They're being sent to your news feed. Next thing you know, you find out it's fake. People are making these videos about A, B, C, D, and they're basically just actors looking for views. So every story that I read, it comes on my news feeds, like anything that's on social media, I take it with a grain of salt and I try to investigate the news story to find out if it's coming from legitimate sources. So I went to the Washington Post and I'm like, yeah, this is a real story. And the headline is this: New mom dies after doing cocaine on first night out after baby. Now, I checked how long did she have the baby before she felt she needs to go out and enjoy herself. It says a few weeks, so we truthfully we don't know. A few weeks could be 3 weeks, a few weeks could be 3 months. We truthfully don't know. But usually when we say a few weeks, to me, it usually means at least four. So we're saying after a month of you giving birth, you felt the need that you have to go up and have hot girl summer. Because this incident happened in July. So you felt you needed to have hot girl summer, and it ended up with you basically getting deleted. And here's an issue that I see here. After giving birth, there's so many issues that a female has to, their body goes through a lot of changes. Like, was it a natural birth? Was it a cesarean? We don't know. We don't have any information on that. But there's the postpartum depression that happens, and that could last a couple of days to also a few weeks. There's that issue. There's also the issue of you bonding with your child. Bonding is essential for normal infant development. Left alone, new mothers will hold their baby next to their bodies, rock them gently, strive for eye contact, sing to your baby, talk to your baby. Usually, this bond, it takes a few days, a few weeks, or even several months to develop that special bond between mother and child. We got a lot of messed up kids out here today. And we got a lot of messed up kids because they literally have no bond between their mother. That bond connection that they were supposed to get, they're not getting it now. Because as you can see here, this female just had a baby and she felt the need that she needed to go out and party. You're a mother. You are a mother. And you felt you needed to relax. You felt you needed to enjoy your life. You felt you needed to go out and party. Now, according to the news, Becky Tolam, the mother, who's 23, died at a house in Lonkysere, Scotland on July 15th, 2019. Wow, this is actually an old story that's popping up on my feed. After the party, so it's popping up in my feed because now the trial is actually beginning. So after partying with their sister-in-law and two men they met at a local club. The men, Barry McAuley, 40, and Martin Stewart, 34, have been charged with culpable homicide after providing Tolan with a Class A drug. Wow, so they're being charged with homicide. So the duo trial is set to begin Wednesday with Tolan's sister-in-law, Pamela Tolan, taking the stand to recall the Burnett's tragic death. Wait a second. This I don't get. Tolan's sister. So was Becky Tolan married? The woman that died. Because you don't have a sister-in-law if it's if you're not married, if you just had a child with somebody, I don't think you're calling them sister-in-law. You only call someone your sister-in-law if you're actually married to them, or it could be that maybe her brother is married into that family, so it's her. We don't know, but they put it out here that it's her sister-in-law, so that's confusing. These stories, they don't really give much details when it comes to stuff like that, and you actually have to do your own investigation. So back to the story here. Becky started shaking. Pamela emotionally told the court. According to the Mirror, I just thought she was cold to start with. I was saying, what's happening to her? I was shouting, Becky, Becky. Wow. That's really a sad way to go. But you hear stories like this all the time when females, by looking at the picture of her, you could tell she's in pretty good shape. Becky's in pretty good shape. She's lean. She looks like she does not weigh a hair over a buck 20. There's no way she weighs more than a buck 20. So when females are that light, usually after a drink, after just a little substance, they're gonna be gone. So it's not safe for females literally to be going out and having multiple drinks, snorting new stuff you never had, because she obviously hadn't touched any of that stuff since she was pregnant. So literally, if she was someone who was a drug user, the last time she had that was well over a year before giving birth. At least let's hope so. So Pamela explained, back to the story. Pamela explained that she and Tolan went out to a bar the evening of July 14th with the new mom, excited for her first social event since giving birth just weeks earlier. The pair were sitting alone at a table when two drinks alive allegedly ordered to them from Macaulay and Stewart. So the two guys sent two drinks to their table. The woman subsequently went over to talk to the two men and soon began drinking with them. Pamela told the court then, Pamela told the court that Tolan then asked the men if they have any stuff. Wait, am I reading this properly? The woman subsequently went over to talk to the two men and soon began drinking with them. Pamela told the court that Tolan then asked the men if they had any stuff. I knew exactly what she meant, asking if they had any cocaine. So, the mother who died was asking if the men have any cocaine. These guys are getting charged for providing somebody with cocaine for free for a fun night. So, these guys, we don't know how this story is going to go, because if they have good lawyers, they're probably going to get away with it. But you guys provided the drug to the female and she died. This is not a good look for you guys. Doesn't matter if she's the one who was requesting it. They're going to look at you and say you gave them the bag. You gave her the drugs. This story is just it's sad. It's terrible. I don't even want to even read anymore because it's just sad. Females, I don't okay. Why is it, if females are given an opportunity to be free, to be uninhibited, to have no rules placed against them, to basically live unshackled, that they go and put themselves in the worst position possible? I've been a bouncer for 25 years. And I've seen over the years lots of girls' nights, and I see females just put themselves in such positions. Basically, it's almost like you're giving perverts, you're giving scumbags, you're giving the lowest form of denominator men an alley-oop to you. It's an alley-oop. It's a free alley hoop where all the guy has to do is get the ball and dunk it, which is literally one of the easiest scores in basketball is that alley oop. I've seen them come, get drunk, get wasted, and even get high, taking drugs in the bathroom. And they're basically passed out, blood coming from their nose. I've seen females with their face in the toilet. Like, I've seen such images, and I would have to be the one to get them into a cab, make sure they find their friends, make sure they get home safe. And I really, it's really mind-boggling. And females don't understand from a guy's point of view how bad this looks. But I'm gonna break it down in this example. I have children. I'm taking my children to a brand new park, right? Brand new park. I tell my kids, brand new park. You could play on any piece of equipment here. You could play on the new slide, the new merry-go-round, the new swings, the new monkey bars, all new equipment. And I said you could play with anything here in this park. And then my children come to me and say, Dad, we want to go play with the garbage over there. I'm like, guys, that's not fun. The garbage is where we put our trash when we are done. It's not to play with. And like, no, you said we could play. I want to be able to play and do whatever I want to do here. And I want to go play with the trash. And I want to go play in that mud puddle over there. This is how guys look at this. And I don't know who the guy who impregnated her is, but I can tell you right now, he's a nice average guy. Because what guy is going to impregnate a female and then be okay with her going out? Because who had the baby that night? That's the question. I gotta look through the story. Who had the child that night? Because more than likely, it looked like he was the one with the child. Because even the pictures they're showing of her pregnant, there's no pictures with her and the guy. So either this guy was a one-night stand and she kept the baby, or he's a guy who basically is a beta and he's staying home with the baby. It doesn't say anything about the father. It says absolutely nothing. But it's mind-boggling that females, I love you. Females are basically the best gift to the planet Earth. But why do you constantly put yourselves in positions like this to fail? You're free to do anything you want. You could mark up your body, you could gain weight, you could lose weight, you could walk around naked. But why, instead of doing positive things, like saying, you know what, I have a child, I want to be a great mother. You know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna go partying all the time and get drunk and high. Because I need to be in my 100% thinking state and at my best to raise this child. I don't want my child to see that they're waking up and I'm passed out on the couch. I don't want my child to see all my half-naked Instagram photos when they become a teenager. I don't want my child to see that, you know what, I'm not living my best life. I want my child. What I do want my child to see. I want my child to see that I am reading books. I want my child to see that I'm educating myself. I want my child to see that, you know what, I know that I, as a mother, can't do it all alone, and that this guy and that their father needs to be in the life. So you want your child to see the effort of you as a mother to make sure that the child's father's in the life, because sometimes there is no effort given. And it's vice versa. I know some guys give zero effort. Some guys don't want to be in the child. Some guys say, I don't want this child, don't have it. And then you have it. And then now he's forced to be a father. And even if you as a guy are forced to be in that situation, you're still going to have to deal with it. You cannot run away from that responsibility, to be honest with you. You can't do that. Well, all in all, this is a sad story. Nice guys, average guys. I'm telling you, you need to look at these stories and read them and realize that a female that you may meet in there, because this female was only 23. She was only 23, a single mother at 23. because that's what it looks like. It doesn't say she was a wife or anything. So we're gonna say that she was a single mother at 23. And if this didn't happen, she would have gone her 20s, probably partying, and her 30s, probably partying, and then when her 40s came, she'd be looking for a guy who'd take care of her. It's all in all a very, very sad, tragic story. As someone who has dealt with females like this as a bouncer and a personal trainer, it's sad to read and it's sad to see because she she was very beautiful. It doesn't matter even if she was ugly. It doesn't matter. But I'm just saying that she she is very beautiful. You can see she had a natural beauty look, and she came to this tragic end all because she wanted to party and she met with the worst type of guys to party with. And the guys, more than likely, maybe they thought they could give her an extra blow to receive a blow, get her passed out. We don't know what these guys' mentality are, but we know that they're now still sitting in jail and they're on trial. So hopefully justice will be served, whether they be innocent or guilty. And let this be a story for all ladies and all men to read and study and learn. Jang Jag, that's it. Nice guys, average guys, you know what it is.